underway, and towing the slab in this one, Noah Davis. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And that one missing low. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Let's take a look at our lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Jake Myers, the next to hit, takes ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Line drive. Jumps, throws, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting third, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
2 down, base is empty. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Davis, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1. Ball. 1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. In the dirt, and that's ball 2. Goes down looking. Astros are down quietly, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Lance McCullers Jr. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Bottom of the first. And now the DH, Esteury Ruiz.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And there's a ball.
1-0.
And a foul ball. On the ground, Walker. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting second.
Time now for Dave
Shortstop,
Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles
Betts.
Dodgers. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Mookie Betts at the plate now. That's ball one. McCullers. He gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Out to short, and that squirts through. So a man aboard now with one away. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. That's down and in. You look at what the elite pitchers do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. Betts over at first with one away.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every fifth day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the seventh inning or later.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great stop. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. No score. Top of the second.
Leading off
Now
for the
here
Astros,
is Cam
right fielder,
Smith.
number 11.
Davis back to work to the right side, and he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Good sinker low in his
First
zone right there
baseman,
and
Christian
produced
Walker.
exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And now it's Christian Walker. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Pitch misses. Ball one. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Victor Caratini.
Vic Caratini at the plate.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Popped up. Hernandez. He's got it. And that is that. Offense held in check there. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Bottom of the second. Here come the Dodgers. No score. The batter now will be Will Smith. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. On the ground to the left, Paredes. On to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Good late bite on that slider.
Right
Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Foul ball there. The 0-1. That one fouled off. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Ground ball left side and foul ball. McCullers winds, fires. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Teoscar goes down on strikes. And next for LA, Andy Pages. Lifted in the air down the left side. Taylor coming on. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. And the sweeper is off the plate.
1 ball, no strike.
Nice grab to first, and they get the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Here's Taylor Trammell looking for his first big league hit right here. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. It's a bomb. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. And that misses. Ball 1. One down, base is empty. And a base hit up the middle. So up next, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 1 so far. That one outside. And that is ball 1. And a pitch. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had a fool.
Shortstop, Zach Short.
Now it's Zach Short. trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. In there for strike one. Dubon off of first with 2 away. And there's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one missed. This one in the dirt. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
And that one fouled off. Ripped to third and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he could have hit
baseman,
that ball more on the
Tommy
screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
And here comes Tommy Edman. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. In the dirt. Now 2 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Up and in, and a full count now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, that was a good job to make sure he had a good handle on the baseball to get off a strong throw. And sometimes guys will rush that, and that's the difference. Right there, it ended up being a close play, but he got it.
Here's Kike Hernandez. There's a strike. Two outs. That's way outside. And 1-1. And downstairs. Next one misses. And now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Ruiz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Outside low, and it's 2-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Squirts away a little bit. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Turns and fires to Betts. Just missed. Cut on and lifted in the air. Dubon drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, still behind by a count of 1-0. Out of the fourth, here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Altuve measures 5 feet 6 inches, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in Venezuela. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Now, this is a rough start to the inning. It's easy to feel like you're on an island on the mound, but he knows his defense is there to back him up.
Number 11.
Cam Smith up next for the Astros. He's 0 for 1. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hernandez sizing this one up, calls it in, and there's one away. And next to hit for Houston, Christian Walker. He's 0 for 1. And that is out of play. Altuve, the base runner at first with 1 out. Strike him out. The 0-2.
1-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Right through there. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Now batting.
And now Victor Caratini. He popped out his first time. And that's outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That's in there, and that's strike one.
One strike.
That clips the corner. Next pitch misses, and now 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Astros 1 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Freddie Freeman. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. On the ground to third. Paredes fires over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Will Smith to the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Breaking ball through there for a strike. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time, and they get the out on Smith.
Now batting, the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. That's a strike. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing to do it for the Dodgers here. They trail here 1-0. New inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Davis back to work. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Taylor Trammell up next for the Astros. He's already homered here in this one. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Runner in scoring position, nobody out, and we're at the top of the 5th. To the right side, and that chance handled. Only play is at first on the throw from shallow right. One away here in the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still
Now
want to
batting,
move the runner
the
up and
center
give your
fielder,
team a chance to
Mauricio
score.
Dubon.
That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
On the ground, Edman tosses to first. Runner scores, though. That's a little insurance, and the lead is 2.
Well, there it is, a little old school manufacturing of a run after that double. Ground out to get him over, and another ground out to get him in. Nice job to get that RBI.
So the lineup flips over. Next to hit, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Shohei Ohtani up and loosening in the pen. Number 78 also getting ready. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one is inside. That one pushed foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one ripped. That's not coming back. He sends it out of here, and they add a run. It's 3-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Curveballs up in the zone, even if they're borderline strikes, at this level, typically are hit a long way.
So 2 away with nobody on. Stepping in, Zach Short.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
That's a ball.
The shortstop takes a ball. That's to third, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Ripped to short. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
1 down, base is empty. That one fouled off. 2-2. And the slider just misses. The Dodgers trailing by 3. Last half of inning number 5. Struck him out looking.
Well, he seems to have brought that breaking ball back to the corner just enough to get the call, but I don't think it quite had the zone. That's one of those that can easily go either way, and you just have to try to fight it off if you recognize it soon enough and just don't let the umpire make the decision.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Trammell makes the play, and it's out number 3. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Astros 3 and the Dodgers nothing.
Now pitching.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Shohei Ohtani.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Check swing, called strike. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cam Smith. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Lou Trevino looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. And that one misses up and in. And the count is 2-0. High in the air, out to right. Makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Christian Walker.
2 down, base is empty. So next up for Houston, Christian Walker. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Makes the catch up against the wall. No runs, no hits, no errors. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Third baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. And that one missing low.
2 balls, no strike.
Swings through that one.
2 balls, 1 strike. That's the ball.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Short. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning,
Up next,
anything
for
after
the
that, a
Dodgers,
hitter or two is
designated
bonus, but
hitter,
they should be lined up good enough to get to the
Ruiz.
finish line.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Ruiz stands in now and watches strike one.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's Mookie Betts. 1 for 2. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Man at second. To third, Paredes. Sends it to first, and Betts is set down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Runner at second, 2 down. Now 1-1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game.
Picks himself up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So 2 down. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. He's grounded out a couple of times. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
That's to third. Paredes fires over to first, and they get the out on Smith. That ends the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine,
Astros,
all set for the start of the inning.
Hitter,
Now it's the DH,
Caratini.
Victor Caratini. Ohtani in his 8th season, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. That's in there. Strike 1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Down and in, moved his feet. On the ground to third. Hernandez over to first in time. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
That one misses. Yeah, the count 1-2. Stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. One and two now. Next offering is outside.
2-2.
That one almost got him. Strike three. Shohei gets the K.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
And first offering is fouled off. Popped up. Hernandez sizing it up. Corrals it. And that'll do it. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they still lead it 3-1.
Now pitching.
Brian Abreu will take over here.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Dodgers.
Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike one. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Next pitch is outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2 on the way. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Hey, you got this.
The next pitch misses, and the count's full. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him swinging. A big first out here in the seventh. Feel the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Close one doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. The Astros have some action in their pen. Ryan King, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Sousa also throwing. That one inside, and it's 2-1. And there's a ball.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there are 2 outs.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Michael Conforto will climb in. In there at the knees. 0-1. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1-1.
Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers go down quietly, and they still trail it here, 3-1. Ready to begin the 8th, and now the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon. Ohtani back to work, and that's down and away.
1-0.
And it's 1-1.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Ball.
And it's fouled away. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. He's already homered in this game. Fought off foul. Dubon gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And a swing and a miss, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Short, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Man at first, 1 away. In for a strike. 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So digging in, Jose Altuve.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
There's a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
On the ground to third, Hernandez. The throw to first, and they get Altuve for the out. And that's the third out. One left for Houston as the lead remains 3-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Bennett Sousa.
Now pitching
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Edman at the plate and takes high there. Movement in the bullpen. Josh Hader up and throwing. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And misses inside. Outside, and that is ball four. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for
And
the
Kike
Dodgers,
Hernandez
third
at the
baseman,
plate.
Kike Hernandez.
Fastball for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
This one chopped up the middle. Altuve on to second. They get one over to first. Safe.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's
Now
helping
batting,
your team.
Designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Esteury Ruiz. Fouled off down the right side. Tying run at the plate. And that one off the outside edge. And now 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
It's softly on the ground left side. Over to second for one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Here's Mookie
Now
now.
batting,
If
shortstop.
you don't get ahead in the count,
Mookie
you can
Betts.
forget about having any success against him.
That one inside. And that is ball one. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the eighth inning. That one missed. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Late swing fouled off. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Substitution now at first base. Dodgers bring in a pinch runner, Hae-Sung Kim. Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Freeman hits it in the air. Smith coming on. Squeezes it, and that is the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. Score holds. It's 3-1.
He thought he was going to be able to do more with that pitch. A run-scoring opportunity, but a weak pop-up. He'll be frustrated as he heads back to the dugout.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 78.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is
Number
where a bullpen
78.
can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now
Leading off for
Cam
the
Smith,
Astros,
0
right
for
fielder,
3 in
number
this
11.
one. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Number 70 looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 86 warming up as well. Next offering is in for a strike. Out to center. Pajes hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, first baseman, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker up next for the Astros. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Victor Caratini.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Victor Caratini. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1 strike. Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. That one ripped right center field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So runner at second, 2 down. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Went with the sweeper for the strike. Caratini at second with 2 down. Next offering upstairs. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. His 11th of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 5-1. Singy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. That slider on the outside part of the plate is typically hit the other way, but to be able to get to it, pull the baseball, and get it up in the air for a home run, I'm just really impressed.
Taylor Trammell up next for the Astros. Just missed. Off the mark there. 2-0.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
That one not close. Full count now. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
And now, Mauricio Dubon. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Two outs and a foul ball. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Up next,
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise,
Corredas.
you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Number 78 will depart, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching.
So they
for the
turn to Lou
Dodgers.
Trevino.
And this is a
Number 58.
really tough spot to come into
Lou
as he tries to
Trevino.
keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Swings through that one for strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Next pitch way upstairs. There's a strike.
1-2.
Base hit. One run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Hunter Brown.
Now pitching for
And he's been
Houston.
fantastic this year.
Number
Really
58.
stingy in terms of allowing base
Hunter
runners.
Brown.
He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. There's a strike. Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. That's down and in. Swing and a foul out of play. And there's a ball.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
That one missed. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first,
He's out.
and Hernandez is out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andy Pajes.
So last chance for the Dodgers. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that is the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.